And haven't seen Steve in a long time.
And Steve is muted. I'm not sure if he wants to be or not, but that's a.
You guys straighten up. How's Frank?
Hey, I hear him.
That's Robert Frank.
There you go, Robert Frank. Okay. I doing okay. Been out working outside most of the day, and just in fact, I plan on going back out there if it cools down a little bit more.
Okay.
Try to get a few things done, but I thought I'd jump on here and see what you guys got going on.
Yeah. I was just going to talk about the Healthy Vita Challenge and go from there and just go over what's going on. I've got commitments from everybody on this call to do the Healthy Vita. Robert got his pack today. I got my pack today, and I promptly gave it out to my sister so she could dole it out to her family so they can try it out.
Right.
So just trying to be proactive and get it out. And I guess, are there any questions that either me or Steve can answer for anybody?
Yeah, how do we advertise to get the chickens in to feed?
Well, we can still do the same thing we did before, Robert. We can continue to do the safe list and the traffic exchanges. But the best way I found out is just to talk to people when I'm out and about. And I know you have a limited audience that you've pretty much used up your warm market, but
yeah, I live in a town of about 1,000 people, and I've talked to at least 100 of them, if not more.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some people I'd never get to know because they're housebound, or they just never come out, or they're never home, one or the other.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But yeah, I do the safe list and the traffic exchanges. And,
Robert's doing something that he's offering a rebate towards their first purchase of that they make with United if they sign up with him. So.
Yeah, that's for just new people only, and that's for their very first order only. I'm offering $20. As soon as they place their first order, I will put $20 into their account.
Wow, that's very generous, Robert. That's good. That's actually not a bad idea. I believe everybody that gets on this product, I'm not sure Reverend Dave's exact number of months, but I know the first products that we had when I joined 2 years ago, we had 64, we had Healthy Vita, vitamins, and we had Bingo. That was the three that we started with. And, I got the vitamins and washed them down with the Bingo and fell in love with the Bingo. Actually, that was my run, and I stayed on Bingo forever. And I still, today, I'd pulled out everything today and ended up, I have 2 cases of apple left, and I have 5 orange and 5 strawberry exactly. So I have exactly 12 cases, and that's what I'm drinking too. That's what I'm drinking strawberry, and absolutely love it. But that is also something that I've thought about doing, was the rebate on first-time buyers only. First person when they get in, and doing that, but I haven't installed it. So hats off to you. That's awesome ideal to get them started. I think once they try it, I think they'll fall in love with it and stay on it. I believe they will.
I think you're right.
Yeah, good product. Good product. And I made a comment today on my call. They believe the certification will be done on the next run, and the actual box will say non-GMO on it, is what Jarvis and Scott Pratt came back with on the BDC Thursday. So we've got that coming, but they're also the formulator has 1 or 2 additional ingredients that'll make it a little stronger, so you can be able to tell you're on it. And they're going to pull, and I guess I'm going to say CoQ10, whatever the fish we've had a lot of people come back and say, I'm allergic to fish and I can't take that product because of that. And it doesn't necessarily have to be in there because there's CoQ10 with Dr. Emil or whatever it might be. So we'll wait and see what the formulation comes out when they run out of product. So wanted to pass that on, but I'm excited about the non-GMO because, boy, right now, everybody, it has to be non-GMO or I won't touch it or whatever. So
what does that mean? I don't know what GMO means.
Genetically modified organism, meaning that they modify something to fit rather than it be natural. So non-GMO would be pure natural. And so when you see stuff that's non-GMO though, but here's the key. Go look on Amazon, find non-GMO products or fully organic products, and you'll find out that the price is way up there.
Oh yeah.
And they're talking. Scott said no price change. The price won't change. It'll still stay $49.99 and still pay 30 points. So I'm okay with that. I love the challenge, and I love what they're doing. And there is a market out there. And here's the key, guys. It is the people that are in Robert's age group right now that are buying the most vitamins right now. So I am. I'm not wanting to go for the millennials. I'm wanting to go for people that are 60 and up. Because if they get on it, I don't think they'll get off of it. Once they get on it, I think they'll fall in love with it and they'll stay on it from this point on. So that's I've looked at different groups like to do advertising like AARP. AARP is 50 and up, and if you could get something in their magazine or possibly something online with AARP, you might be able to reach a pretty good audience. So looking at that, but that's only one organization, guys. There's probably 50 of them out there like AARP. We just have we have to dig and dig and dig, and you can run a $20 ad, and I'm not using this one as an example, but you can run a $20 ad with that one before I ran it, and I'd have to step over to another page to look at it. You guys bear with me. 40billion.com, 40billion.com, and they have an ad. I think on Wednesday, they call it Hump Day Savings, and it reaches 2.5 million people on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. 2.5 million people through 40billion.com, and on Wednesdays it's 25 off, so you're reaching 2.5 million people for $15. I've done the ad before, but in this case, we didn't have the numbers that we have on the graphs and stuff. So if someone asked me a few questions, I'd say, well, let me show you the product and show you some numbers and give them the Healthy Vita information, and then also show them maybe the 30 graph and show where on the 8th level there's $10 million there. Whatever. I mean, for one person, they might like what they see. For one person, they literally don't care. They're after the vitamin, so they're really not interested in making gigantic money. And in most cases, people go, well, I'm on fixed benefits, and if I start making a bunch of money like that, they'll take it away from me. And I'm thinking, well, I don't know about you, but if I was making $10,000 a month with something else, I wouldn't really care about the $1,300 or $1,700 coming in or whatever, and then you can refile for it later if your business fails, whatever. So, that's just my thought. Go ahead, Rev.
No, that's great, Steve. My income's guaranteed now, but I know a lot of people were concerned about that, and with Social Security, you can make a certain amount, but it takes them like a year to cut you off before they start taking the money back. So there's plenty of time to plan on that.
Right.
Yeah. I got a question. I got a question for you, Steve, because, you know, I find it interesting that every time I get a shipment, and I put this up here to show that this is what I get in my box.
Right.
And I think it's extremely well done. It's an excellent piece of material. And then when you look at the back, it goes and explains a lot about the benefits. And I'm wondering why, if the company's making these cards, that we couldn't order cards like this with our URL, you know, be able to place our URL on the card, because I could hand these cards out to a lot of people, and I think it would be a much better way to describe what we have here and the advantages of the program and the True Box and the benefits of the Healthy Vita.
Okay, and I've got two different ones, here. Let me turn my video on, guys. On that. Okay, on my video now, the one that Robert's showing. Let's see if I can put this up. Okay, that's got the front on it like that, but on the back, yours is this one, correct?
Oh, that's different than mine. Yep.
Okay. So that is one that Carlos was putting out with the 4 bundles before we got the Healthy Vita put together. Okay, now that the challenge is out, now you're stepping up, and this is the one you showed me, I believe, that's got the same on one side as the other one does, and then at the bottom it's got Healthy Vita Challenge on that URL.
Right.
So it's showing 1 box, 2 box, a box bundle for 88 points, and then it shows the challenge.
Well, here's my question. If you look, I'm going to see if I can get this up here properly. If you notice right at the bottom, it says TrueNighted.com.
Yes.
And that's why I got to thinking, well, if they can do all this and they've already got these cards made up, how hard would it be to be able just to change that TrueNighted.com to, for example, bfrank.TrueUnited.com.
Yeah.
So that would be my URL, and I could hand these cards out and maybe even order them from the company, 100 cards at a time, or however they want to do it.
Yeah, Robert, not from the company. These are produced by NetDirect, which is Carlos.
Ah.
This comes out of the warehouse in Denver. So the person to talk to, and you could ask them that, is Maury. Yeah, Maury.
Mauri.
Mauri. I give it out on today's recorded call. Mauri at netdirectsales.com. She's responsible for printing. Yeah. NetDirect.
NetDirect. Okay.
Yeah. Sales.com.
NetDirectSales.com.
Yeah. So it'll say Maury at netdirectsales.com. I would say send her a message. The many benefits of TrueNighted Auto Ship, and it's the newest card that has take the Healthy Vita Challenge. I have to put that subject line, but in the first part, could you create this card for me with my URL at the bottom instead of TrueNighted.com? And she'll reply back to you and say, yes, 50 will cost you this, 100 will cost you this, whatever. They print.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they must print thousands because they're being sent out to every package of Healthy Vita that you get.
Right.
And I just thought that would be an excellent idea instead of handing out business cards or stuff like this. In fact, these cards I could, like at the senior center as an example, hell, I could just leave 2 or 3 on the table out there because people go by and look at them, and if they're interested, they'll pick it up and take it home. And I just think it would be an excellent idea.
Right. Right. And that's, she is also the one, I said it on today's call. She's also the one that can do, now it's not a challenge poster. Make sure I'm making that very clear. She has Healthy Vita vitamin posters that she can do. So if somebody had an office or a doctor's office, whatever, where they were going to be selling them at that site, they could frame that poster and put it up. And it would be a nice addition when somebody walks in and say, well, what's this Healthy Vita vitamins that you're selling? And then they would have instant sales that way. It's not on the challenge, though. The only person I know that does artwork, and you can look him up on Facebook, is Rich Linehan. And he's on TrueFam all the time. He does a ton of artwork for TrueFam, and he did some of the Healthy Vita Challenge stuff already, like on the Healthy Vita Challenge page on Facebook. He's done some of that. So he also will he could create a file that is smaller where you could print it via 8 by 11 poster, for like a counter or whatever. He could do that, and it could mention the challenge, but I haven't seen anybody do that or request that yet. So that's a deal, but great idea on that card, And I've got a BDC next Thursday. I'll say something about that. Would he be interested in making that available for all of us, where we could just get a whole free and put a URL down there, because this is a really good looking piece of material. I mean, it really is.
Yes, it is.
He does really good.
And I know when you go into your back office somewhere in there, I can't tell you where right at the moment, but you can look up different products, like where I got my hat. I got my True Nighted hat, and other literature and stuff that you can order.
Yeah, search SOCOM, SOCOMM. Put it SOCOM in search, and it'll give you a whole graph of shirts and hats and everything. And
yeah, that's in the back office of True Nighted, ain't it?
It is once you log in. It is not
right.
a website. So a lot of people are having a misconception that they can get to everything without logging in or without having a membership, and that is not the case, because once you log in, there's a whole different file system for all the information stuff. And people go, well, I want to know this, or I want to see the comp.
You muted yourself out, Steve.
Yeah, no, it's my computer. My computer has been acting up on me a little bit, and I'm fixing to switch it out. I got a HP all-in-one that I'm going to switch out, but I just have not slowed down long enough. But yeah, we really have got a lot of nice things back there, but most people can't find them. And I've said something to Carlos many times. I said, Carlos, you need another 1,000 people to buy shirts.
Oh, there he goes again.
No, we lost him completely.
Yeah, well, you did.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, it's giving me information, but one of the things that I'm seeing here, we went out on a date last night and went to dinner on the border. Christine dressed up, and I wear shorts and a True Nighted t-shirt. That is my dress attire, because it starts conversations. And I literally left the card for the waitress. She said, I work 2 jobs. I don't make enough money. And I said, I can show you something that I think would fit. And literally you could do it. You could do it part-time until it started making you some money. And the investment for it is $50.
Bring it up again and we'll vote on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
So anyway, anybody else got anything? Did I see Sandy come on? Or
Yeah,
maybe,
I'm here.
see, okay, I didn't know. I see Frank, and I'm
Mm.
popping in and out of there. But my this computer, 1 minute it wants to let you run video for an hour long. Next minute it'll let you do 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and it kicks off and kicks on, kicks off, kicks on. So it's hard to do a video stream and hold a meeting on video if it keeps dumping off on you every time.
Bummer.
Yeah, it's okay.
It is a bummer. Yep.
Yeah, I'll get time to get it switched out for sure, because I'm wanting to do what Rev's doing. I have a Zoom channel, and actually it's kind of funny. I've actually had a Zoom channel for about 12 years. Or however long they've been in business. I've been with them because I did it for Healthy Coffee forever. And, now I've got it. I just haven't got back into doing the Zoom video and doing like Kevin does, where he brings the website up and shows you everything and all that. I need to start practicing on that. I said, Kevin, as long as you and Mike Sharbo and James Wood and whoever else is doing it, I don't feel like I need to.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. So go from there. But anybody got any other questions? If not, I'm fixing to get back out there, and I got some trees to trim and chainsaw to run for a little bit. If I can answer anything, you guys let me know.
All right, thanks a lot, Steve.
Yeah, I'll just get a hold of this MAURI person. I'll send them a email, and because at least in my own mind, if they could do that, if they can put the True United, your URL down at the bottom like they have on this card, then they could also put, like, on the left and on the right, $20 off on your first order or something like that, because that would be my idea and the best way to hand these cards out.
Right. I'd definitely. The lady who runs the print shop for Carlos is absolutely a sweetheart, and she is good at what she does. So just tell her. If you want to tell her you're in Reverend Dave's. Reverend Dave has met everybody at the warehouse, or Steve. She'll take care of you. I guarantee you, for sure.
All right, I appreciate that.
Okay. Anything else going on? You need anything, Rev? Let me know. Just text me and I'll answer you back as quick as I see the text. Okay.
All right, thanks a lot, Steve. Thanks for coming, buddy.
All right, buddy. I'll see y'all soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Steve.
Robert, I had an idea also. If you want to go and just order the cards the way they are, address labels. Do you have a printer at your house?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I had a printer about 3 years ago, and it went boom, gone.
Okay.
Zippo. No more.
Yeah.
Address labels are really cheap from Vistaprint.
Yeah.
They're not very expensive.
And you can just place those labels over the TrueUnited.com instead.
Well, and they're sticky back. You can stick them on. You don't have to tape them.
Yeah, and I think if I get a hold of this Maury, excuse me, on these cards here, I'm sure that they're already printing them, and the whole bit should be no problem of ordering, say, 100 or 500 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea what it's going to cost, but they probably would do it somewhat reasonable.
Yeah,
because they're already doing them.
Right.
And then get the sticker thing.
If you mention my name, or because I've met Maury too, and she's just, like Steve says, she's a sweetheart. And if you want to work with her, just mention me or mention Steve, because she knows us both. She knows us both well. She's seen us quite a bit. She was a fixture at the meetings. So, that's all I had. Did Sandy or David have any questions about the Healthy Vita Challenge that they wanted to ask?
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, if you can make it, if you can both do it, that'd be great. Otherwise, I'll be glad to help you at the end of the month because I'm tight on funds again. I had to pay an extra insurance bill this month, so
Oh.
they seem to come
Well, I
more
like Robert's
frequently
idea
anymore.
of giving the $20 to people with their first order.
Mm-hmm.
So if I run into a problem doing that, I may have to scream for help, but that's a good
Yeah.
idea.
Okay. But
It's an incentive, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's nowadays everybody is looking for a bargain, and I have to be quite honest. I bought this shirt, brand new shirt yesterday, okay, for $6. Well,
Oh.
if I bought this at Walmart or any other place, that'd probably be $25 to $35 for this shirt.
mm-hmm.
So I'm always looking for a bargain, and I know in this day and age, so is everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I just thought it would be a good idea, and I love the card. When I got this card in the mail with my Healthy Vita, I said that's so professional. It's unbelievable. And to have TreeUnited.com on the bottom of that card, there to me, there's no reason in hell why that couldn't be changed and put your own URL on there.
Yep.
And keep a few handy because I'm going to keep these. I ain't throwing them away. And like the senior center, I could just leave 3 or 4 there, and I know people would pick them up.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And we got in our age category. I know for a fact. I've been talking to a guy right now he's got some kind of a liver problem, so he's looking for a product. Well, on one hand, that helps me because I got to research the product and find out if there's anything that we have that the doctor, I can't think of his name. I'm just
Dr.
really
O'Neill.
bad with name. Yeah, that there must be a product that there's in there that one could take that would be good for your liver or your kidney, whatever.
So Sandy,
and-
I'm kind of surprised you didn't say it wasn't CoQ10. It's omega-3 that Steve was trying to talk about that gave the fishy taste. But
Yeah,
if they're going to take that out, it'll taste better, right?
I've been taking the krill, my ordinary, vitamins, and that's got a fishy taste. But these vitamins, it's the fishy taste in those that just kills me. I've told you this before. Just I have to hold my nose when I'm taking those. But, krill doesn't bother me. It does have a fishy taste, but it doesn't bother me. So I don't know. I'll let you know when I start taking the Dr. Emil krill, because I've ordered some of that.
Okay.
Cool.
And I never got my free bottle of CoQ10 because I had placed the order, and you got one free if you place the order before the end of the month. So I sent an email to support, and they're checking on that.
Okay. And
By the way, Sam,
guess what I got in the mail today, David?
What?
Concrete Cowboy.
Concrete Cowboy.
So did I. My second free bottle.
That's cool.
What are these guys up to? No.
I don't think we should ask. At least not
No,
while
I don't think so. I might have to throw my
I got a pretty good
Cowboy
idea.
away.
It's a testosterone booster.
Yeah.
But anyway, Sandy,
Yes.
I lost my camera, and so I haven't been doing my my readings. Just so
You
that
lost your camera.
know.
Well, God be praised. I have been so busy. We took 2 listings, my real estate partner and I, 2 listings over the weekend, and they were sold under contract by Wednesday.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
God be praised. And so the paperwork kills you. I mean, it just, getting the listings ready. And then, when the offers come in, you got more paperwork. So I've been pretty busy. And
That's
market-
good.
And marketing my real estate business. I've been doing a lot of that. I said to Reverend Dave recently on a phone call, I really need to get busy marketing True United somehow. Haven't been doing that at all. So,
Okay.
Yeah, well, that's the only reason I brought that up is I probably won't be doing the readings anymore because, like you, I need to devote more time to the True United platform
yeah, it
and
does
like
take
the
time.
cards and everything.
It does take time.
Yeah.
Robert and I are doing a call on Mondays at 10
Yes.
a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific for him. And anybody's welcome to come. We're just going to talk about True United, and we're going to go over the different specials the True United runs, the different bundles, and the different products that they have, and also just a general overview of the company and
Well,
try
send
to
out
attract
the link
attention.
and remind me because I'll never remember that.
Okay.
Every Monday at 7. I'm only doing it once a week. I've learned from doing the readings that 15 to 30 minutes is the extent of time that people will donate to you, so to speak, when they're watching a video. And so I'm making it at 7 a.m. Of course, that's Pacific Standard Time. And we're only doing it for a half an hour only. And we're trying to make it two things: product orientated. In other words, each time we do it, we'll try to zoom on like Vinco or Healthy Vita or Dr. whatever, and do it that way. Or we'll spend that 30 minutes explaining the reasons why True United is probably one of the best companies that you could possibly want to be part of.
Sounds good.
Yep, I like it. I think Reverend Dave likes it. So
Yep. I just got to remember to show up.
yeah, I know. So
All
do I.
right.
Remember that? Remember the first one? I said 7 a.m. I got out of bed at 7:45, and I said, "Oh shit!" And Reverend Dave, I think, had showed up and said, "Where were you? I didn't. You weren't there." I said, "Well, I set my own schedules and then forget." But that's because I'm getting older and senile and stupid. And no, I'm not. I'm going to be as alert as
Well-
the chicken on the farm until I'm 150.
Okay. Just don't let your head get chopped off. That's all I'm going to say.
Yes, I will run if I see the hatchet.
Did I ever tell you this story about a man was driving down a country road and he sees this cloud of dust coming up behind him in a hurry? And he said, "What in the world?" So he slows down, and all of a sudden, this chicken raced past him doing about 80 miles an hour. And he says, "Wow." He said, "I got to follow, see where it's going." So he followed it and ran into this farmyard and started to peck at the ground with these other chickens. And the guy got out of his car and he noticed all these chickens had 3 legs. And the farmer came out of the farmhouse and said, "Can I help you with something?" He goes, "Yeah, where'd you get these chickens?" And the guy says, "They're my own breed." He says, "I was going to make a fortune selling them to Colonel Sanders for 3 drumsticks." And the guy said, "That's a great idea." He says, "What do they taste like?" He goes, "I don't know. I've never been able to catch one." So he solved a problem and created a problem at the same time. So,
Oh, wow. We have done that so many times in our life.
all right, folks, I'm going to stop the recording now that I told my joke. My bad joke.
There you go. We had to get the joke in.
Oops, it didn't stop. All right, come on, stop it.
Now, I did find something else that I think is pretty cool.